Um, a dozen years ago, I worked for an advertising agency producing silicon chip ads for a client in the tech industry. And I was at the top of my game. But it was getting old. And I found out a little while ago that somebody I used to work with is here, and so I'm sorry for that. And I made a big change. And what I didn't know is that, like, the best part of my life was coming next. My problem was that I like talking to people, I like understanding people, I like listening to people, but I was only doing that in the context of making semiconductor ads. A friend of mine had started a group of one, because I made the second one, and his idea was spend time with people in their homes, with their spouses, with their friends, go out with them, do things with them, but listen. And in that way, get to know what they want, what they're passionate about. And in that way, become better at delivering on those needs. So, moving from advertising to what is now a kind of research, everything got different. I've done this in trailer homes in Nashville, Tennessee, outside of Nashville, it's cheaper there. I've done it in gated communities in North Dallas, and everything in between. I've chopped rosemary for somebody's dinner. I've babysat kids. But it's all in the purpose of getting to know them and what they're about. 2 years ago, at 2 in the morning, I pulled up into the parking lot of a Walmart in Garland. I know this has happened to many of you. It was Black Friday. And our job that night, it was me and actually a team that spread across the country, was to find out why people did this. Why people go for Black Friday. What's it about? So it was very dark. It was very cold. Not this year, the year before. We did it this year. It was much more temperate. But we ended up going inside, and it was the easiest thing in the world, because what happens is, if you've never been in a Walmart at 4 in the morning on Black Friday, is people are sitting in deck chairs in queues next to pallets that are covered with black wrap, waiting for the wrap to come off. And they've got nothing to do. And talking to me was a beautiful thing. So, but our job was to figure out why people were there. What was driving them? Was it really LCD TVs, or was it something else? And we found that there were 3 kinds of people. One was, we'll call them field marshals, because they had a 3-ring binder. They had inserts from magazines. They had stuff from the internet. They knew exactly where they were going, what time of night they were going, and what family members they had told to stand where in the store. Because that's the other thing about Black Friday. It is a family activity. Many people roll right from Thanksgiving into the store and then send people all over the place to get what they need to get. So that's the field marshals. Second group, I'll call them spectators. And what they do is they go to see the fight. So these are the people that go to NASCAR, or they go to see a hockey game, and they want to see the fight. And they do see the fight, because, you know, we've all heard the horror stories, but there are like little scuffles all over the place. And by the way, Walmart is not the only place we went to. It happened at Barney's too, over some purses in Beverly Hills, because we had a team there. And the third group, I would call improvisers. And those are people who just kind of wanted to have the experience and see what it's all about, and stay up a little bit and experience it. And they might buy something, but for the most part, they're just sort of vicariously experiencing this thing that everyone else is very passionate about. Our job, though, was to understand this. So our big, one of the big ideas that we came up with is that people by 4 or 5 or 6 in the morning are starving, and there's nothing to eat. So the advice that we gave, the people who we were giving advice to, was feed them. Do partnerships. Put food trucks in the parking lot. Take care of them, because it's something beyond the TVs that is driving them to these places. For me, this has given sort of my second career, my second life, new meaning, because yes, it is in the service of marketing, and of selling things. But people invest so much of themselves in everything that they do. And if you just get underneath what they're actually doing and understand the why, and the why underneath the why, then you can get a deeper understanding of humanity. And that's where it's all about. Thanks.